I did see that there were reports that, and look, if this is true, this is
I'm Elle. And I'm Pat. And we are Paddock 43.
And this is your F1 fix.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Monday.
Good old Monday.
Monday with no race. We had to sleep in. Because
We did have a sleep
we're no longer having sleep-ins. We've decided. We've made the executive decision.
No, if the race is at 11 o'clock at night, then you kind of get a bit of a sleep in.
Yeah, true. But if it doesn't, we've made the executive decision that moving forward, we will
be watching
everything
live.
Which
is a big commitment for us folk down in Australia.
It is. And look, a lot of people out there are probably like, wait, why weren't you doing that beforehand? Like, I feel like a lot of people would say that.
Yeah, to be fair, I used to do it.
Yeah.
Like, not last season, the season prior, I used to do it.
I mean, I did as well. I would get up and I would watch it on the bike as well. When we first started this podcast, I would do it. But I just got tired.
Yeah, and also we became... I mean, I have a child.
You have a child. That was your difference.
Yeah.
And I just got tired and I was like, I can do this in the morning, but we're kicking our butts into gear and it's going to be live now. So you will wake up to live things from us, but we'll still be recording on Mondays anyway.
And there might be some like live viewings where I come to your house at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
Because that's what initially we were going to do as well. Well, not initially. Like at the beginning of this season, I was like, I can come to your house. And then sometimes like, let's just watch it later.
Yeah, I was like, Pat, please don't come over at 4 a.m. I was like, I love you, but I don't want you here at 4 a.m.
With my coffee and marshmallows and biscotti.
I know, you'd have to bring your own biscuits. What time actually is Spa this weekend? I haven't even looked it up.
I believe it's at 11 p.m. from memory. And
I'm just looking it up right now. And I wish, does anyone else have this issue? Whenever they open up the F1 app, it takes forever to load.
Yeah, it's 11 p.m. So I've got it synced to my calendar.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
No.
I can handle that.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all.
We also have a sprint this weekend as well.
I know, I'm excited.
I'm excited for a bit of a sprint. We haven't had a sprint in a little bit, so...
But
I'm excited. It adds a little bit more chaos. And obviously we're going to have a very chaotic weekend.
We will have a chaotic weekend. I think everyone I've spoken to is just like, bring back. It's only been a 2-week break, so I can't even imagine what it'll be like when it's summer break. But
we have like a lot of 2-week and 3-week breaks this year in this season.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's annoying. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know what I'd rather, I guess. But I don't know. I really felt it this break. I'm like, I just want...
No, the reason why we felt it was because obviously just after Silverstone Grand Prix, we had so much news just drop all at once. So I think it was just a bit of like and then there's been silence for the last week. It's been a really interesting thing to handle, the silence.
Well, I mean, it's been silence, but then there's just been like a few little trickles. Like, and I think we should obviously touch on... You know, this is on everyone's lips since the team has been announced. Like Cadillac, what's going to happen at Cadillac?
Oh, my God. I am so sick.
I know.
Of the Cadillac.
I know. I almost like, I kind of
7 people in like,
yeah,
in theory for these 2 drivers. I just want it to be announced.
And like, I don't quite
want it to be done.
I don't quite understand how betting works, but I'd love for us to do, we could do like a tally at these odds and at these odds. I think you understand betting than me.
I'm sure there is. If any betting app is live on my phone right now, sometimes I delete them.
But basically, obviously, like
looks like there's nothing. We've got Sportsbet. Let's have a look. Let's see if there's anything.
Valtteri, Jack Doohan. Now Mick Schumacher is also in talks.
Cadillac.
Zhou Guan Yu as well.
Look, I can't see anything here at the moment, but I'm sure there is something. If I did some deeper research, I'm sure that we would see it. Who's
come back to us with the TikTok.
F1 Belgian Grand Prix odds? Lando Norris is currently... Oh, no, Lando and Oscar are even split $2.60 to win with Max Verstappen, $5. Interesting. And then Charles Leclerc and George Russell, $15 odds. Anyway, that's... Look, I can get into betting odds. If anyone wants to chat betting odds with me, let's chat.
She's your girl.
Reach out to me. But yeah, I'm so sick of the Cadillac rumours.
I mean, I just want it to be announced. Like, I can't wait till it's announced.
When do you think it's going to be announced?
Summer break?
I know.
Or is it too soon?
It's so funny because you could exactly say that it has just been summer break because everyone's been having a little bit of a summer break, but it's not the official summer break where the factories have to shut down for 2-3 weeks. Summer break, end of summer break. I don't think we'll get a announcement until when we find out more about Red Bull and where Max Verstappen's going. I think that's going to be the big puzzle to the pie to the puzzle. What?
Piece of the pie.
Piece of the pie, that's the one.
Or puzzle.
Piece to the puzzle. Because also then there's, they've got to sort out what's happening with Kimi and George.
They do have to sort out. But, hey, I think we should also touch on the aftershocks of Horner's exit.
There's been a lot. There's been a lot of rumours. I did see that there were reports that, and look, if this is true, this is fucked. But I saw that there were reports that they asked factory workers and office staff to smile more.
Yeah, the morale's low at HQ.
Is that true? Can someone confirm if that is actually true?
They probably can't confirm it or deny.
But imagine if you were at your workplace, your boss has been fired and you got asked to smile more.
Yeah, no.
Would you smile more?
No. I'd probably be like, that's my cue to exit.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think there's a lot of things going on already in Red Bull, and I was at an event on Saturday night and there were a few people there that are notable figures in that sporting space, let's put it that way, particularly motorsports. And one of them said that he left due to the likening of the fact that there is
Red Bull?
Yes. Well, he didn't leave. He got asked to leave due to the likening of...
Were you hanging out with Christian Horner?
No. That there is a split in the business decisions and ownership of Red Bull, and that unfortunately Christian Horner picked the wrong side. So that throws a whole other spanner in the works. So Christian Horner picked the wrong side of the ownership of Red Bull.
Right. Yeah, probably.
Or was it Max Verstappen losing him, or Jos asking Max to leave?
I mean, we don't. Do you mean Jos asking Christian to leave?
Yes, sorry.
We don't know if that's true. Whether Jos stands true the fact that he didn't ask him to leave, and I was thinking about it this week, and it's one of those things that we're not going to know until 10, 15 years time when maybe Max writes a biography or Christian. I don't know if someone's going to write a biography, and then we're going to get the real truth about what exactly happened. And I cannot wait to if I could go forward in time, see it, and then come back. That would be really interesting.
I hope it happens though
sooner rather than
later, because also I think we probably didn't touch on this very much in our Christian Horner Red Bull deep dive that we just released, our part 1 and part 2, that we probably brushed over Jos Verstappen a little bit.
Yeah.
And we probably shouldn't have, because we said he's a bit problematic, because we didn't want to touch on it because it's a whole different story, but Jos Verstappen is very problematic. He probably even shouldn't be in the paddock. He's had a lot of charges against him.
Yes, he has.
And I'd like to just say that we're sorry for not talking about that more, but because he's just a cooked person.
He's a cooked person.
He's a cooked person,
but you know what?
That's all we can say.
Yeah, but he also has that kind of business mentality and mindset that makes him successful. And obviously, he's done a good job with Max. Yeah, I mean, he should be in jail.
He should be in jail. He shouldn't be out, but that's not for us to decide.
No.
There's probably a lot of people that we think that should be in jail.
There are. And I guess on the topic of jail, and Christian Horner.
What is the segue from jail and Christian Horner?
I mean, not to say he should be in jail, but I don't know. I read a couple of articles about some things that Christian Horner has said, and he's basically he just needs to get a shovel and just dig his and Red Bull's grave.
What, recent things he said, or things over the time?
Yeah.
What's he recently been saying?
So I feel like it's one of those situations where he's oh, well, if I can't have it, no one can have it. So he's kind of throwing Red Bull under the bus now. He made these comments about how, so as we know, next year, Red Bull are going to be building their own engines, no longer having a Honda engine. And he made a comment that kind of alluded to the fact that it's kind of going to be a shit show and that they don't know what they're doing. And that Honda apparently made a comment, if they can't figure it out, then there's no way that they can come crawling back to us.
Look, I could actually see some truth in that. And
Yeah.
then that will sort of back up the theory of what I just said before about that Christian could have been asked to leave due to a business decision and that he backed the wrong side.
Yep.
That there's fights over the ownership of the team and Red Bull itself. That it would actually make a whole lot of sense. I mean, we already are getting whispers that Yuki's leaving the team. With Honda leaving, it does make sense for Yuki to leave. Honda would like to back a Japanese driver. They're not going to back someone that, you know, the team doesn't want Honda. Then they're going to be like, well, then we're not going to back your driver. We want him elsewhere. So,
well, but then
the other
thing that he said as well was that I think basically the only team that, I mean, look, there's a few teams, and we will, you know, Elle and I were discussing we're going to do a little deep dive into like the 2026 regulations because it's very interesting. I think that the car that will be best suited to these regulations is Mercedes. I think they're the only ones that have kind of got this on track, and Christian Horner kind of alluded to that they are the only team and car that...
What about Williams, who's been preparing for this season?
And Williams and Aston Martin. But I think Mercedes are the ones that seem to have really cemented themselves. And I almost feel like Christian Horner, it's this chaotic behaviour that he's like, well, I'm no longer in the team. Let me just really fuck shit up in there and like, yeah, let me make them lose Max Verstappen.
I could see him trying to fuck shit up.
Being like, it's like, if you can't have him, no one else can have him. Which then also makes sense. Like, is that more of a reason for Max to be like, yeah, I want to go to Mercedes? Because Max doesn't give a shit about money. He just wants to win. We've said this a million times. He just wants to win.
He doesn't need money.
He doesn't want to be in a losing car.
He doesn't need money at all.
He does not need money. So... Oh, I'm so excited. When do you think it's going to be? Because obviously, I mean, what are your thoughts? Like, do you think Max is definitely going to Mercedes?
I think he's going to Mercedes.
Yeah.
I think there's no doubt. I think the rumours are too strong. We've got evidence that when rumours are this strong, circulation's this high, someone's talking in the back end. It's probably been planted on purpose, so there is that conversation. I think it is the downfall of Red Bull. I think Red Bull... The era is over.
The era is over.
The Red Bull era is over, and it started with asking Christian to leave. Actually, no, take it back. I think it started with that second seat. I think it started when they changed drivers too much in that second seat.
I think it started with Adrian Newey.
And, well, the seat changes, though, started before Adrian Newey because, you know, we had so many swaps and that no one was able to drive. You know, even then, all these changes happened. We've had multiple drivers. The car was designed for Max. Adrian Newey left. The car still wasn't performing for Max. Max had problematic errors. Red Bull, it's over.
It's over. All I see in my head, I have two visuals. I have the visual of Max Verstappen in a Mercedes outfit, driving for Mercedes. And then I also have that visual of that funny meme where it's like Toto Wolff putting his head into like an airplane window.
Oh, yes.
And then there was a meme of Toto Wolff in Sardinia watching Max Verstappen's airplane arrive.
Well, I also think it's kind of symbolic with obviously Lewis Hamilton was with Mercedes for so long. He was number 44. Max Verstappen's real number is 33. I can see that going onto a Mercedes car, 33, replacing 44. I think there's like some symbolic memory in that, you know, Max, let's be honest, he's not getting the number one back.
No.
I actually do wonder if Oscar or Lando, because obviously one of them is, unless something dramatically happens, are going to win the
Come on, Oscar.
World Championship. But I do wonder if whoever it is, if they'd take the number one. I just think that I think Lando loves his number 4.
I know, Lando's
I think he's built a brand around it, and I can't see that changing. Oscar, however, he hasn't built his brand around 81. But he could keep 81 because it also...
You could make a really cool marketing thing out of it, like chopping the 8 or something, or like pulling away a
Maybe we'll do that for
thing.
principal.
Yeah.
Can we remove that?
Yeah.
No, we're going to keep that. Oh, my God.
Like
I can see this.
pulling away the...
All right, I'm going to
8.
work on that for principal. We're marking that and coining that. No one can absolutely copy that idea because that is now copyrighted. Watch this space.
Watch this space. Should we get into Social Corner?
Yes.
So I have a few things. Intrigued to know. Did you see the new yacht?
No. Why is there always a new yacht? This is like our 10th yacht this year.
I actually thought that maybe you were going to say yes, and then there's actually 2 yachts.
Oh my God. Why are there so many? Yeah, it's summer though.
All right, so
are
could you
they
pick-
like owned yachts or are they just leased?
No, they're owned.
Oh, okay. Who?
Surely you can pick one of them.
Well, we know Max got a new yacht. I don't know. Who else got a new yacht?
Well, yeah, so George Russell got a yacht.
Yeah, there you go.
Sleep 6. It's really nice. It's not too big. Very modern.
George,
sleep
you
side.
might be losing your job soon. Should
I know.
you be out buying yachts?
It's like I think it was £3 million. No, €3 million yacht. And then obviously
It's not that much for a yacht.
Lawrence Stroll. I saw George's yacht and I was like, that's sick. That's really nice. Like it's not too overstated. And then I read about Lawrence Stroll's new 200 million.
I was going to say that's more like
super yacht.
That's more like a yacht price. Look, Lawrence Stroll has been known to swap and change yachts quite a bit. So
Well,
that's
apparently, so he
familiar.
actually had it at Monaco, but it wasn't ready yet. So he kind of like,
He rented one.
Huh?
He also rents out yachts as well.
yeah.
So he would have just had that because they're definitely on a boat. But they've got houses and apartments in Monaco as well. So
yeah.
I'm sure they're fine.
They're fine.
They're fine. They've got places to be. Was young Yuki on a yacht?
I don't know where he was, but his phone is, I don't know if he ended up finding it, but basically he was in Lake Como and his phone is also in Lake Como still.
I love that he lost his phone and put it up on the internet. He's like, if anyone finds my phone.
Yeah. And even Red Bull got into it. They were like, if anyone finds Yuki's phone at Lake Como, and they could see on Find My Friends. I love how they have it on Find My Friends. And his face is just in the middle of Lake Como.
Why do they need Yuki on Find My Friends? Like, is he that unreliable?
Unreliable, yeah.
Yuki is late to the track again.
They'll be like, where is he?
Because I have you on Find My Friends.
Yeah,
we have each other, but it's
course
great
we do.
because I know them when you're coming over. So then I could be in the bathroom doing my makeup or whatever, and you just walk in the house and I don't get scared.
Yeah, actually, because you do get scared sometimes.
I do get really
hello.
scared. I get scared all the time very easily. It's very easy to scare me. But I need people on Find My Friends so I can I'd be like, okay, yes, I know you're coming.
Now I can start getting ready.
And also because I have a lot of unreliable late friends. I'm a very early bird person.
She is. I'm Venezuelan. We're notoriously late.
I hate being late. If I'm on time, I'm late.
Do you remember that time at Glamour on the Grid where we were actually worked in our favour? Initially, I was like, "Elle, we are so early. This is so lame." And then it started the heavens opened up. I was like, okay.
There's always a
It was
benefit
good
to
that we were
being
early.
There's always a benefit to
We
being
just
early.
copped the spitting rain, and then everyone else copped I think it was the most torrential rain that Melbourne had seen in I don't even know how long.
a couple months. It was a lot.
Yep.
It was a lot going on.
But I think that's all for Social Corner. I mean, obviously we did see drivers enjoying their little mini breaks, having a good old time. A lot of people were in Lake Como, which was nice to see. Liam Lawson and his girlfriend were in LA. But enough with that. Bring on Belgium GP this weekend.
It's
Spa.
and it's going to be Oscar's weekend.
Yes, you heard
Oscar's
it here first.
weekend. It's his favourite track. He needs redemption.
He does need redemption.
Oscar Piastri is coming back.
Coming in hot.
He's really good at learning from his mistakes as well and bringing it back for the next weekend. And I think having a little bit of a break is going to refocus his energy and bring him back into that space. Look, Lando Norris is obviously performing exceptionally well as well, but I think Oscar, he needs it. He's got the pressure of that. If he doesn't win this, Lando could overtake him in points right now. So
I know.
it's
Which we don't want to see.
It's going to be a close
But
call.
You know what? Belgium is a very unpredictable track. It's always a lot of rain, or a lot of red flags.
Well, yeah, it is the red flag of the tracks. I think there's actually rain scheduled for this weekend as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
Standard. So there's usually a bit of a shake-up with this weekend. I think last year it was Mercedes weekend. They had 1-2, and then Oscar was third, I believe.
Do we think
George Lewis, Oscar, yeah.
Do we think Nico Hülkenberg's coming back this weekend on the podium?
I mean, he could. Could be a weekend for it. Come on, Ferrari.
Well, there's a lot of pressure for young Franco Colapinto this weekend
dear,
because it is rumoured that if he doesn't perform this weekend, he is going to be swapped back out for Jack Doohan before the Hungary Grand Prix, which is the weekend after. I don't know if that would happen that soon. I think Franco would definitely be doing Spa and then the Hungary Grand Prix, and then they would reassess over the summer break because we've got, two double header here.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense
Where do
to
you
it.
sit on that?
Oh, I'm just so sick of these in, out, just make a decision. And then the other day I did read an article that Franco Colapinto would be staying for the entire season. And then these rumours about Jack going to Cadillac. And I don't know, is that also Alpine freaking out going, actually, no, we want him back. But I don't think, look, realistically, if it were to happen, it doesn't make sense for a swap to happen until the break. The official summer break. So...
look, I still stand by that. I think if Christian Horner's going to go anywhere, if he doesn't leave F1 as an entirety, and I don't think he will, I don't think he's done, and I think he'll want to actually redeem himself. Oh, sorry, I dropped my phone. As a person in the sport, I think he's going to go to Alpine. I think the team could use some structure. I think there'd be a lot of fights with him and Flavio, but it's nothing different to him working with Helmut Marko. I think it'd be a very, very similar situation. And I think Franco Colapinto is going to stay at Alpine. I just...
Yeah.
Look, if you compare Franco and Jack's results, they're pretty much even.
Yeah.
Like, there's really not been that much of a difference. Kate, the poor guy, just, like, let Jack do his thing. I want to see Jack back on track because I'd actually like to see him perform.
It'd be nice to see him.
I could see him at Cadillac because Cadillac wanted Daniel Ricciardo. So they obviously wanted some Aussie energy.
Yeah, they do. I mean, at the same time, like...
And also, iconic... Australia being the first race for Cadillac to race as well, have an Australian, that is marketing genius if they do that.
Yeah.
Huge marketing pull. I mean, they'll probably do an Alpine and swap them out for someone else. But
do you know what, though? This is a side note. Like, obviously we've spoken about how messed up Alpine is and how problematic they are, and clearly like their second driver isn't performing. I mean, Pierre Gasly is doing like relatively, no, he's not really doing well, but like all things considered, he's doing kind of okay because, you know, he's been in the sport for longer. He has dealt with, you know,
he's got
moving
establishment
around, so he's okay. But I think the problem is, like, for a rookie to join that team is they have no direction, they have no support from what we can see. And think about how well Franco Colapinto did last year in the Williams seat when he was, I don't know, I guess assisting temp driving in that seat, which shows that he has the potential. I want to see Franco in a seat where he is valued, or not even valued, no, but also
every driver needs that opportunity.
Yeah,
every driver needs that opportunity to come up, and it's why I think that they're failing as well. I think it's also part of the reason why
absolutely
Red Bull is failing in that second driver as well. So look, this weekend there's a lot of eyeballs. Everyone's going to be watching the Red Bull team this weekend because it is Laurent Meki's first time as team principal for Red Bull as well. So that's going to be some pressure and some interesting dynamics. There's going to be a lot of media storm around Red Bull following them this weekend.
Yeah, it'll be very exciting. I cannot wait. Oh, bring back F1 this weekend.
I know. Excited. We've got a full weekend.
We do. But Elle?
Yes?
Green flag and red flag. Hit me.
Oh, green flag. I have two new nephews. Little Rupert and little Beau. So my sister and my future sister-in-law both had babies this week, which is very, very exciting. Not together. Anytime I say that, people are like, oh, together. And I'm like, no. Like, separate. Very just coincidental. So that was really exciting to have that. And then my red flag, I would say we had a little bit of a health emergency with one of my family members, which is never fun, but it's all good. Everything's all good.
Lots of hospitals.
Lots of hospitals. I was fucking bouncing around all weekend. I was like, here. And I was making lactation cookies this weekend. Have you had that? Did you have them when you were pregnant?
No, because I had way too much milk.
Well, look, if anyone's wondering what a lactation cookie is, it's supposed to be help with the milk flow. It's a chocolate chip cookie.
It's just a cookie with ingredients that help with your milk.
No, it's a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
There's like...
You can do different flavours.
You can do different flavours, but like...
Did you
it's a chocolate chip cookie. No, I didn't. I definitely ate some. So did Tom. We were like, these are fucking delicious. So yeah. We love hospitals. Thank God for the Australian healthcare system is all I can say. What about you?
My green flag, my sister was visiting for the weekend. She was supposed to come on like 3 separate occasions for the last month or so, but kept having different things where she couldn't come. So that was really lovely. It went way too fast. And then my red flag, I'm like, I did have a bit of a meltdown last week. Please revert to TikTok.
Love a meltdown.
Yes, she had a Menti B, but she's okay.
Are you feeling better after your Menti B?
I am. It was really cathartic. Like, I didn't cry on TikTok, but I don't know, I just had a lot going on. And then, I say this all the time, but like being a working parent is hard. And I had a Menti B, and then I was like, I feel like I just want to film this. And I filmed it, and it was really cathartic putting it on TikTok.
Yeah, because I guess it's like writing in a journal. When people say if you're feeling emotional, write in a journal. Some people just handle things differently.
Yeah.
And you also then sometimes it's a release of emotions.
It was a release.
What do you think Christian Horner's doing with his release of emotions right now? I would love it if he did a Menti B.
I thought of something, and I'm like, I don't want to say it. Oh, I don't know, like crying on his yacht.
Well, can I help with your Menti B?
Yeah.
Can I give you something?
Yes.
I have something for you. Welcome to your present.
Yay!
This is the Shark Flex style. It's a limited edition little sparkly number. It's from Shark. And
thank you, Shark.
they gave us one each, and so I thought I'd give it to you today.
Thanks, my love.
I hadn't given it to you. You can get your hair looking lovely like
Els.
like my blue wave. That
I'm excited. I'm excited to use this. Thanks, Shark.
I know, it's quite cool. It's very sparkly. If anyone's wondering what Shark is, it's essentially like it's the competitor to Dyson. Would be the biggest way to describe it. And
They're
Shark,
popping off.
yeah, they've got a lot of things going on in the F1 world at the moment.
They had an activation at the GP, and I did get my hair done by someone, and it was amazing. I'm really excited because I feel like
don't you think my hair's looking?
It is
amazing.
It is looking amazing. I will say. I will give you that. It's
thank you. I've never been able to do my hair, but because I've
now.
got the Shark, I can do my hair. And this isn't an ad, by the way.
No.
This is like purely. I actually bought my own Shark, one of these.
You did.
And so I've been trialing it out, and I really, really like it. And then they sent us the little bedazzled versions. So this is quite cool to try this.
Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you for giving me this.
I've cured your Menti B.
The Menti B is cured. No, the Menti B is definitely cured. And also, I was just over not having F1.
I know.
So I'm excited for this weekend.
We're back this weekend, baby.
We're back.
All right, let's edit this up, get it up.
Yes.
Don't forget, if you like this episode, please don't forget to give us I can't speak. Give us a subscribe and make sure you follow us because it is really interesting to me. And it's funny that I say this because Dario, the CEO, says this, and obviously we're on the same level as Stephen Bartlett.
We are.
That a lot of our listeners don't follow us. So it's like a 50-50 split. So if you are listening, make sure you hit that follow button.
Doesn't cost anything.
Doesn't cost anything.
It's free.
All it
it's all free.
is supporting two young people. Yes.
Follow their dreams.
All right. We will chat to you later.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.